Hello everybody, I'm SJM, jumping back into the Betweenlands here. We are back at our favorite area, the Wight Fortress, because there are a couple of secrets that I didn't go over in the main one, so this is going to be a bit of a spoiler episode, as well as finding the little secret rooms in there. We're going to reveal the secret of where to find Dentrithist if you need more amounts of that. So basically, I saw this before, but I wanted to dedicate some time to it, so we're going to do that here now. So basically, in this biome here, see there's another one there. You'll see these broken off stumps of giant weedwood trees. And not unlike the giant weedwood tree that you collect the pear seeds from, these ones have Dentrithist in the core of them. So if you have a living giant one kicking around you somewhere, if you dig through the middle of it, you'll find Dentrithist in it. Or if you find these stumps of the giant weedwood trees, like this one here, and this is what they look like from the top. You can find the Dentrithist down in the middle. So basically it's randomly distributed down in there, so it's going to be kind of random where you find it, so maybe doing some kind of a search pattern is a good thing. I'll just show you the way I do it. It's kind of similar to the way you put down water sources when you're building a vanilla sugarcane farm. So I don't bother looking on the outside levels, so anywhere where this kind of weedwood comes down, but note that, the rest of the way down there would be this regular weedwood instead of the weedwood logs, so that there might be some that I miss out there. As a rough guess, I'd say that this method is going to net you about, I don't know, between 2/3 and maybe as low as 3/4 of the Dentrithist that's in one of these guys. But it will also save a ton of durability on your tool if you're still using tools that don't have the mending. Like now that I have the living axe, it's a less of a concern, but when I was doing this with a bone axe, obviously more concern on wasting resources getting here. So we want to dig down like this, and then that will give us access. We'll be able to see this block, this block, this block, and this block, right? Just like if you're planting sugarcane, you'd plant one here, one here, one here, and one here. Then you go over one, and you just go like a knight move in chess, over two. So now we're looking at this one, this one, this one, and this one. And the next one, we dig down here, we get to see these four, and so on and so forth. So I'll dig down this one now. This can be a little bit spooky when you get down to the bottom, because if there happens to be a cave underneath it, you're going for a ride. So if you're worried about that, then make sure you just bring some protection, like a bucket, and maybe you can water bucket pretty easily, or that. I usually like to stop when I get 3 down, because then I could escape out of here and at least come away with a little bit of weedwood at the same time while I'm doing that kind of farming. But we are not here to dig through the stump. We are here to chase after secrets. So let's jump down and get into the building. Actually, let's just do that. That's going to be a lot easier. Ah, my fire actually stayed. Interesting. When it unloaded, it put the fire out and kept the tinder. Alright, who did that? Ah, silk crabs. Alright, I'm not here to kill silk crabs. We're here to do the Wight Fortress. Let's go jump in over here. So both of the secrets are here on the first floor. One of them is underneath this stairwell here. So now that I've defeated it, I can probably just dig in through the outside here. Got a double weedwood chest. And now I'm full of stuff. Okay, and now we see there's this cracked between stone brick. Between stone bricks are here and here. Then there's this between stone brick mirage. And these you can walk right through. So that when you're in this center section of the first floor here, see how this section is regular between stone, regular between stone, regular between stone, and the bricks over here. You just have to come through there and you can find it that way as well. If you haven't been to the top and defeated the boss yet and these bricks are not griefable, then you'll just be able to get in here by going there. The next one is down this stagnant water. Now you absolutely do not want to be going into stagnant water, but there is some protection for it. Let's just do this now. Oh, put it away. So these weeping blue petals apparently will protect us from stagnant water effects. I think it still will kill our corrosion bar, but it won't give us the stinky effect, which makes all neutral mobs hostile to us, which would be really bad as a pacifist. So see, I've got 30 seconds of elixir of ripening there. And I changed my staff back to acid cloud just for doing this. I anticipated there being tons of dudes down here to kill. Ah, jeez. Can I have a... Well, there was only one spawner down here, but I think you could probably have one in each of these corners. But at first glance, doesn't look like a lot, but when you realize that this is an entire block of valinate, all of a sudden this becomes really rewarding. Two more blocks of valinate right there. And of course a good amount of Sermerite and Octine as well, so well worth to come down here. And even though the weeping blue petals are a little bit tough to come by, maybe we can find them somewhere. So I wonder if those guys spawned upstairs. Definitely hear a lot of noise, but we don't see anything coming after us here right now. Anything else I can come put together in there? No, doesn't seem to be. Need to go back up. We'll need to... No, they're not up here. Aha. See, my corruption is completely gone here now, so... So are there any mirage? Well, imagine if there were mirage bricks that the hags would come through them at us. Oh, there's probably a... void between them. All right. No extra secrets for us, but neat nonetheless. That can go up, that can go up. Now we can get on out of here. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode there, for the double chest in the Chirama area up on the 4th floor there. I just ran in there, grabbed the chest, and ran out. Took a few hits along the way, but it was better than trying to take out 3 spawners with, 4 or 5 Chiramas chomping at you, getting you. So let's put this on a pause. I will travel back home and we will pick it up there with a couple of more things we're going to do from we're not advancing today. We're just going to go over a little bit more stuff from this current stage. So we'll be back in a second there. All right, got my bed placed back down in here in my little refractory workshop, which I decked out, and then I also dug out a little area over here to start on some storage drawers. So this is going to be the main storage mod now that I'm starting to collect up some bigger amounts of things. Doesn't show us there yet. We might have to get a quantify key to be able to see that. Oh, I've got the little bugs all around me, so that means that I am not pure right now. Alright, good to know. Don't run into any lurkers or infestations would be the 2 things I wouldn't want to see right now, I think, because they might attack me and I'd hate to have to defend myself and lose my status. See? Those guys too, the Chirama riders. That's annoying. Oh. Oh, I don't have the flies around me any— oh yeah, I do. Ah! You're gonna kill me! I don't even think I've got any good food on me. And I don't want to kill them because that will take away my pacifism, I'm pretty sure. Tamed Chiramaws. Alright, I'm going to hide out down here till they despawn. Maybe take a little bit of a walk and talk. So the drawers are not too hard to make. The drawer controller is going to be the tough one there. You're going to need a Valinite. And then 2 blue dust comparators. So you'll need to have collected some blue dust. So you're not able to do that until you've got the living tools. But once you've got some blue dust, you can make the blue dust torches for the comparators, and then just with any kind of dentrithist there. Then the mud bricks, which you've got to cook up some of the sludge, or sorry, some of the mud. So each mud that you cook up gives you 4 mud bricks, and then the 4 mud bricks together will make you, well, you've got to cook them up. Yeah, the 4 mud bricks then put together to make the mud brick, so you'll need 6 mud in total to make the 2 comparators to make your drawer controller. And then once you have your drawer controller, whenever you want to deposit things into your drawers, you just have to double right click on it, and it will take anything from your inventory, even your hotbar, and deposit it in there for you. Don't have any other food on me. I guess I'll just eat some of that and deal with the effects. And then all the drawers in the pack are the framed type. So let's just back there. So the frame drawers, you can make the big kind, so you'll get 1 chest and 6 sticks will get you 1 frame drawer, and that holds up to 32 stacks of any individual item. You can make the 1x2s, which take 2 plus a plank and 6 sticks, and then you'll get 2 out of that. So it's a little bit more cost efficient if you don't have the vast quantities, maybe making the 1x2s or even the 2x2s. So this one will be able to hold 4 different items in it, but you only get to hold 8 stacks per each corner of the square, right? You still get 32 stacks in total because there's 4 times 8, but for smaller quantities of more items, these are the ones that you want to go for there. You will need a framing table, which is made with 5 planks. And then basically you'll put this down, and hopefully our friends have gone away so I can show you that. I've got to fix my stair up at some point. Yes, they seem to have gone away. So I'll just go and grab one of these, because you can see I've made my theme here, and it's basically mostly limestone because I usually like to have white on the face of it. So whatever you put in this slot here will do the whole entire drawer. So you can see now this this is one of the pieces of trim. This isn't even a drawer, but just for demonstration purposes, it's in there. The whole block will look like what we put in there. And then if you want to do what the face looks like, that's this slot here. And then the outline of the block would go into this slot here. So there we've got a white block with a green outline, and then we can do that. This doesn't have a face, the trim, so that's kind of useless to put anything there, but if we can just grab a drawer, I guess. Can't hurt to show it. For real, for real. But yeah, like I said, if we did there, then we'll get that with the green outline trim and then the mossy limestone facing. What I did is I like having as white as possible on the face so that the items show up better. And then I had the trim as the mossy, and then I just used between stone for the rounds. And then just note that this does use up those resources, and they are gone forever. You can't get them back, as far as I know. And there we go. That's how you build your drawers. The next thing that I wanted to go over, the drawer controller, is the animator. Because I didn't have the living crystals to do this before, and that's why I haven't even bothered to make it yet. There we go. So we need a white heart, 3 planks, and 3 between stone. I just note that with the drawers here, this button does not work. It will not move items from you into the drawers, but that's why we have the drawer controller there, so that we can move items in there relatively easily. Wait, is this still playing? No, that's good again. I just noticed I don't even have my campfire going to passively regain health, so we'll do that. White heart? Where have I got my white hearts kicking? I need one of these eventually. We'll need these too. 33 white hearts, not too bad. All right. Oh, planks. The animator is one of the handiest items in the vanilla Between Lands. This item can actually replenish your the durability on your items, so it'll give it like a mending type of thing. So it's not so bad to put your middle gems on there, as long as you remember to get them repaired before they run out of durability and break, actually. Now, that can be kind of hard with the Simmerite because it doesn't have a lot of total durability, but I think looking at the, these Sylvan pieces there, they're almost 900 total durability. I think it's 800. I'm not 100% sure. I totally forget. Didn't check it when I got into the game, but basically you're going to put your life crystal fragment in there, sulfur in there, and then if you take one of your armor items, you just put it into this slot there and it would repair it. I'm not going to do that here yet, but these are some of the most powerful things in the game. So we're going to take one of these guys and put it in there. It's going to use up this much of the life crystal fragment and a few pieces of sulfur, and when this gets into the middle, we'll get something special out of it. Usually, well, some of the outcomes that I've seen happen in here are the creature-specific weapons, so like the Hag Hacker, or there's one for wights, there's one for critters, there might be one for another thing. And I actually got a Ring of Power. We're now in a Tolkien story. We've got one of the Rings of Power. Yeah, and that took 16 pieces of sulfur to complete that process there. So just to to give you an idea of the real cost of it there. And then we can refill these life crystal fragments, but it takes white hearts. Not. See, you can see here, this is what it is. You take a bone chest plate, you put it in there, and it will repair the armor for you. All the different things are in there, obviously. You can also bring things to life. So put an ash pile in there and you can get an ash sprite. A couple other recipes in here. This will show you all the different outcomes. So critter crunchers, voodoo dolls, balanite, simmerite, staves, music discs. There are fabricated scrolls too, I guess. Can animate a tar beast heart. I wonder what that does. Tar minions. There, we can make our own sporelings. So if you've got the runic shears, you can shear a sporling, get the spores, make a sporling out of it. You can trap them. Animated spirit face mask. I'm not sure what a lot of that stuff does, but yeah, one of the handiest machines there in the base between lands is the animator, especially for when you've got your gear buffed up with the middle gems. You can save them from breaking and save yourself on finding more and more middle gems. I think that's everything. Obviously, we can't break these down in our inventory like vanilla, but if you just take it to an anvil, you can get the shards out of it with a pickaxe. So that's for all of those kinds there. Did I find anything else really nice while I was down there? I wanted to try this bone wayfinder out on a menhir, but at that Wight fortress, there's a menhir right here beside where I had my right on top of that spirit tree, or that tree that we were digging through actually, and it wasn't there, so I wasn't able to demonstrate that here in this episode, but I'll get there eventually. We'll figure out what that's all about. Anything else good in there? These amulet sockets, I don't know what these are for just yet. Obviously we can make an amulet, but oh, I guess yes, this is another way to get another middle gem effect on yourself, is to use one of those. And we could also grind it down into loot scraps, which this is how we get the fabricated scrolls. So you take a piece of paper or 3 loot scraps, and that'll give you a fabricated scroll. Probably doesn't have as many outcomes as the actual item scrolls, but interesting nonetheless for sure. Yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. I appreciate you all for checking it out. Let's see if it's just a basic crafting recipe. Not sure, but you do something with the white hearts and the life crystal fragments to refill them. there you go. It does say that it's just a basic recipe. I guess you have to wait till it runs right out. And you get 17. Yeah, 1/8, right? So 17% for each of them. Half of 25. No, 12.5. 12.5% for each white heart that you put in. So I don't know why it's not doing it with this. Maybe we need the full-size one before it'll work. Or maybe it has to be completely dead before we can do it. I'm not sure. Anyways, I appreciate you all for checking out the episode, and we will see you in the next one.